Alright, gonna follow up for the rigger videos. Finally, here's the same rifle. The same rifle is having issues with the V-block bedding and these nightmarishly bad magazines. Contacted Ruger. They're very friendly about it. Didn't really seem to discuss much over the phone, but they were very quick to. They got their count wrong. They sent me 3 instead of 4 magazines, but they did send me 3 brand new magazines and a brand new stock. So I'm going to swap this out. I'm not going to do it on video. It's just these 2 Allen keys. While I'm at it, I'll do a quick video showing the shim that I did on the original stock, and then what it looks like without that, so you can see that. Hey buddy, I know, there's 0. So I will get that and then resume the video. Alright, so this little segment, just after action review of these magazines. With is a little dust. I mean, I didn't rub these in the dirt or anything, just as little dust as I could keep out of them just from being out in the desert with them. They went from kind of sort of wanting to break in to just absolute garbage. Completely unusable. I'll slip in some clips of the jams I was having with them, but I was constantly having stuff like this happen to me. You can cycle the bolt all you want. It's hard to even shake out. I'm like really slapping to get this out of there. And then the next one, really, and before, when I'd have it be kind of flimsy and I'd kind of do that on each one, racking the bolt would be enough to get the next one to come up. It kind of jolted up, but once they started getting dusty, not even that was good enough. These magazines are completely unusable compared to any other bolt action magazine I've ever used, whether detachable or internal. These are inexcusable. So I have the new ones. I haven't pulled them out. I haven't loaded them yet. We'll find out how those go. Wow, this is just Day of the Animals today. I don't know if you can see them. Socks. House cat. Neighborhood pimp. In fact, one of them, just trying to slap them out, these little internal tabs came loose, and it's flimsy and it comes undone, and if it pops, this little internal thing spins out of whack, and I don't know, I couldn't be less impressed with those. But brand new magazine, I haven't even opened this yet, so I have the rounds out, have everything going. We'll see how these do. Pop this out. First time loading for these. Yeah, wow. So, I mean, brand new, fresh out of the package. You saw me open it. And this box in particular is I don't even know how they like to pronounce that, but it's PRVI. I don't do well with multiple consonants. Partisan ammo is match ammo. I was having this exact same issue with a few other brands, Winchester, and I have some stuff that was remanufactured from Freedom Munitions. All of them had the same thing, so it's not just a bad case or something like that. Just very unfortunate. I mean, the magazine makes or breaks any firearm, and to have magazines done this poorly, it's very unfortunate. I'm not even sure what to say about it. Alright, so here we have the stock, the action, separated. gonna drop a couple screws when I do this. Or not, it's staying in there. So you have the two V blocks right there. And then where it interacts on each side. And then here's the little aluminum shim that I was talking about earlier. All it is, I believe this was a piece of a Red Bull can. It's cut to this length of the groove, and it's set in there so that it offsets how far off these V blocks were. So with it like that, I'll set this back in its old stock. Allen screw, Allen wrench. I'm not going to crank these real hard because it's just to show the old fit in the stock and how it was. Alright, I don't know how well this shows up. If it doesn't show up, I'll add some pictures. But basically the barrel rubs flat against this side of it, right along there. Causes horrible accuracy issues. So essentially what that shim does is it takes the whole stock, it does that, so that it's in the center. And then you have to do just by test and check to get it to where it fits. And I used Red Bull cans because I figured an aluminum shim on an aluminum block just made sense. So I'm going to pop this out. We're going to go for the new stock, see how it looks. If it looks the same as the other one, I probably won't even take it out and shoot it. I'll just call Ruger again. Ask them one more time if they want to figure out how to make a rifle. That sounds a little harsh, but so far it's been a little frustrating. Pop the screws out. So here's the old stock. Here's the new stock. All the magazines. Drop the screws in. It's always awkward doing this on camera. Alright. Tightened. Tightened. And I mean it looks better. I want to say so. It looks like it's a little bit off, but not as bad as the other one was. I mean, it's not touching. That's the upside. Doesn't look perfectly centered, but I would say it's probably within a reasonable tolerance of being centered. So that's an improvement. Now I just need to figure out if they can discover the fine art of making a magazine. Shown in the other segment, this magazine, it's still an absolute piece of trash. So, might not be totally hopeless. At least they can make a stock. We'll find out if we can get the rest sorted out. Here's these magazines. I already showed you on the first one. Rather disappointed on feeding straight out of the package. Eventually that one came up. Still really loose. It dropped down while it did, but. Okay, trying to somewhat simulate what racking the bolt would be like as far as getting this thing to play nice. So there's one. Here's the other two. Rattling like crazy, freaking maraca. It's not encouraging. Okay, so here we go again. There's one. Okay. That last round seems to always be the only one that ever feeds right. And again, this is match brass cased ammo. I mean, there's no excuse for this. It's not like I'm using cheap, crappy steel ammo from Russia or something. Okay, here's the third one. Yep, same thing. Barely feeds. This one's actually feeding better out of the three. I mean, this one's definitely the least atrocious of the three. Try with 3 different set of rounds. Okay. Well, this is one I might set aside to at least be able to do something with, but even with the other ones, once I was able to get them to do stuff like this, they still seized up the moment 2 specks of dust touched them. And the rounds are dropping through, but they're very lackluster. It's not the sort of positive feeding I would expect from a magazine, especially not when the company touts themselves on their magazine reliability. We do some live round racking. First round came up alright. Ejected alright. Second round came up alright. There's nothing there. You can see there is a round in there. The round's there. It's not coming up. And this is what's happened to me over and over out in the desert. This is a brand new magazine, fresh out of the package. It's not dirty, it's not dusty, nothing was done to it. Clean, brass cased, matched grade ammo. It's just a piece of crap. There's really no excuse for it. I mean, every single round I have to pull this out, shake it, bash it on something, stick it back in, just to get one round to feed in. Be better off with a single shot than a magazine. Okay. So here's the second magazine. First round went in fine, ejected fine. Oop. Took it about a half second to come up, but if it did come up. Oh, and there we go again. There's a round in there. In fact, there's 2 rounds in there. But I don't get to use it. In order to use it, I have to take it out, bash it on something, and then it feeds again. Every time. This rifle would seriously be better off without a magazine. So that's the problem.